Jose, can you say what's the weather today? All About Weather by Rabe, illustrated by Aristides, Ruiz. I'm the cat in the hat, and it's raining, I know, but let's not stay inside. We've got plans to go. Where the sunshine is shining, where warm winds are blowing, where lightning is flashing, where snowflakes are snowing. The weather is changing. Come on, let's get going. First stop is the top of Mount Kaku, where they study the weather. That's all that they do. Watching the weather helps everyone want what to wear, where to live, and what food they can grow. Pilots check weather when they fly a plane. Are they flying in sunshine or clouds filled with rain? Corns grow where it's hot. Rice grow where it's wet. Farmers grow what grows best in the weather they get. Meteorologists forecast the weather and say what kind of weather is heading our way. They send weather balloons floating high in the air to measure how hot or how cold it is there. Air temperatures affect weather a lot. Thermometers show if it's cold or it's hot. Wind changes weather, and we can see why. It blows clouds along and clears rain from the sky. Anemometers measures how fast the wind goes. A wind vane will show you which way the wind blows. On this map of the weather, you'll see it is showing. It's sunny in red. But in Google, it's snowing. A strong wind is blowing the snow right towards Gret. Tomorrow the weather in Gret will be wet. Symbols on the weather maps show right away what kind of weather we are having today. This symbol means drizzle, and this one means rain. This means it's snowing. This means hurricane. Weather forecasts are important to us. Will we need a jacket to wait for the bus? When clouds form a ring and encircles in the moon, sailors know the ring means there's a storm coming soon. A pine cone can forecast the weather. Here's why. It closes when it's wet, opens up when it's dry. Here's a fact that we cannot explain. Frogs croak a lot more when it's going to rain. There are all kinds of clouds you can see in the sky. Cirrus are light, wispy clouds floating by. Cumulonimbus, cirrus, cumulus. Cumulonimbus clouds means there's a storm on the way. You see cumulus clouds on a warm sunny day. When a cloud touches down on the ground, it's called a fog. It mixes with smoke, and the fog becomes smog. A fun way to learn a cloud shapes is to draw it. We said, that's a cirrus the minute we saw it. If you look around any cloud, you would see water droplets that bounces around happily. If the droplets that bounce all around happily. If the droplets get close, they will soon join together. That happy and far. Then we're in for wet weather. Water droplets are tiny. This fact made us stop. It takes 1 million droplets to make one raindrop. They fall to the ground. Then all the sun's energy turns them to water vapor. which we cannot see. Water vapor floats up, forms a new cloud, and then rain falls from the clouds to the ground once again. Here are some words that we learned on vacation. Rain, snow, sleet, and hail are called precipitation. Water changing to vapor is called evaporation. Vapor changing to water is called condensation. Who invented umbrellas? Well, we don't know who, but umbrellas were first made in China. It's true, out of a colorful paper and wood called bamboo. Thousands of years ago, they were first made so out in the sun folks could walk in the shade. When it rained, they put wax in paper. Here's why. Rain rolled off the wax. It kept folks nice and dry. When it is warmer and freezing, I'd like to explain. Water falls from the clouds and it falls down as rain. When air is freezing cold, it's important to know. Water falls from the clouds, but it falls down as snow. If you magnify snowflakes the way we are, you will see that each one is a six-pointed star. They are made up with crystals that each one you find is like no other snowflakes, is one of a kind. The desert is dry, and the reason is clear. The rainfall is less than 10 inches a year. Here's the word we both like to rhyme it. The weather a place has the most in its climate. How do you keep cool when you live in a land that's hot, dry, and dusty, and covered with sand? Loose-fitting clothes let breeze blow through. The light colors bounce the sun rays off you. Weather on Earth is the coldest. Meteorologists say Antarctica is freezing cold every day. Land covered in ice and deep drifting snow. The air is so cold that plants cannot grow. How thick is the ice here? This made us think quick. We are standing on ice 7,000 feet thick. We use a thermometer and now we know. Now we know, and the air is colder than deep in the snow. In tropical jungle, it is hot and it's wet. If you go there to visit, you soon start to sweat. The weather is humid, which makes you feel icky. The air full of water, that's why you feel sticky. Air conditioners help you feel better. Here's why. Cold air holds less water, so you feel cool and dry. In a thunderstorm, first you will see lightning flash. Next, you will hear thunder go rumble and crash. To find out how far thunderstorms are from you, try this easy trick. It is a fun thing to do. Start counting when you see a lightning bolt flash. Stop counting when you hear the next thunder crash. Take that number, divide it into 5. When you do, that's the number of miles the storm is from you. Lightning's electric. One flash is so strong it could light every light bulb in your house all year long. Thunder won't hurt you, but lightning could. So here are a few things we would like you to know. Lightning strikes what is the tallest. So take it from me, in a thunderstorm, never stand under a tree. If you're out in a field and have no place to go, get as small as you can and scrunch way down low. Stay inside your car. If there's lightning around, it flows over your car and down into the ground. If strong winds are blowing with hard driving rain, you may be in the middle of a hurricane. Winds blow in a circle both night and day, knocking lots of things down that gets in their way. Here's a hurricane fact that's a favorite of mine. There can be a lot of hurricanes at the same time, so each one gets a name. Andrew, Agnes, or Dora. Lenny, Diana, Mitch, Bertha, or Flora. Dora, Flora. They each get a name, so there's never a doubt which hurricane people are talking about. Hurricanes blow things down, but I learned from thing 2, tornadoes blew harder than hurricanes do. A tornado picks up everything it goes by, like a huge vacuum cleaner way up in the sky. It spins like a top, twirling round and around, pulling trees, cars, and thousands right off the ground. Once in a tornado, a chicken was tossed. She landed safely, but her feathers were lost. It's important to study the weather, it's true, but we cannot control it whatever we do. The sun may be shining, the sky is bright blue, and suddenly rain will start falling on you. Or the sky may be filled with dark storm clouds, and then the sun will break through and shine down once again. You see, weather keeps changing, but one thing we know, it makes life exciting wherever you go. Oh, say, can you say what's the weather today? All About Weather by Tusg, Rabe, illustrated by Aristides, Ruiz.